Shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Oh, Betty Jane just there. 30 quid. Oh, hello. There we go. That was a drift. Hi, I'm Adam C and welcome to Santa Pod Raceway for their JapShow Lite. I'm running very late today because I slept through all my alarms. I probably should put a hoodie on because it might rain today, but today I'm also wearing my Send It t-shirt, which is available here, and I'm in my 350Z. I'm in the public parking, which is quite lucky because the car is filthy. I thought because I'm running late I'd start the video now rather than on my way down, which is unfortunate because I followed a white Toyota Chaser the whole way down. He's gone into the main show, which is up there, so we shall start here and work our way up to all of the show cars that have turned up, including that Peugeot 807. So due to my lateness, I am quite deep in the public parking, kind of beached in some grass, as well as the Cayman with a large spoiler. He is also in the long grass. Most of the cars that I'll point out in the public parking will be non-Japanese because some of the Japanese cars will be on show, but this FTO obviously isn't on show because he got the same tickets as I did today, but the Volvo is looking pretty cool in the grass. This Isuzu says all types of garden machinery and small plant, like this small plant here that I shall keep. Oh, there's a 350Z convertible with a spoiler. I completely missed that. Yeah. We have had a lot of great weather recently, so it kind of makes sense that the clouds are going grey. The Opel van is asking for nudes. Times are tough, I suppose. The wheels are brave too. We got this coupe with the itsy bitsy stripe just above the wheel arch. This E46 has done the sensible thing of removing his M badge. We got the ST with the asymmetric shapes. We got the Golf GTI and an R33 Skyline coming into the car park. And next to the ST there is a Fiesta with a very large spoiler on his spoiler. The Celica has some kind of design on its bonnet, and I am not the only 350Z. There's an E36 slidey boy. Oh, this is a very nice 3 Series in like a pastely faint olive green, I suppose. So cars are still arriving past this E36 parked up, and venturing past the next public parking zone on the other side we have the campsite. So a lot of people opted to camp overnight last night, including the owner of a yellow 300ZX. We've also got a green track-focused Ford Puma in the parking right at the front. Very cool wheels on the Subaru. They almost look like a pair of flares from the 80s, the way that the spokes fan out. They're blue as well, which is brave. Cars are posing with their wheels turned in the campsite. The Micra's looking pretty cool and angry. Talking of angry cars, this Seat's had something get on its nerves. I'm going to be enjoying looking at all the most unique modifications at the show today, including the trim on this Ford Mondeo in the kind of colour flip wrap. There's a lovely lady there as well. Literally every bit of trim has been wrapped in that colour flip chameleon wrap that you commonly see all over a car, including the titanium's diffuser. The Micra knows its limits. And if you want limitless website building tools, you'll love this video sponsor, Squarespace. Through Squarespace, you can use their powerful website to create your own stunning website. They also provide securely gated member zones so you can connect with your audience and even manage them in one easy-to-use platform. Through its mobile and desktop compatible sites, you can grow your brand with customizable graphics to match. You can begin your free trial today or visit the link in the description for 10% off your first website or domain. Shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. So of course Santa Pod is predominantly runs down the strip of all these cars having a go. Apparently there's an R32 Skyline running in the 10s, so we'll see a lot of that later, but there's also a big show ahead of cars to look at. Lots of skids. Well, I believe this to be the 10-second R32. It's very orange. Also got Hoodstick's R33. Haven't seen that car for quite a while. Well, there is the Rat with the R32 next to it. They're going up together. R33 behind. There's a lot of great sounding cars in the lineup. So here is the main show, starting off with the JZX90 Chaser and the Sora revving for the camera. So as the Chaser continues to rev. Here is the lineup that we are greeted with. The Sora with the externally mounted oil cooler, the very low Subaru, wide arches too, and this RX-7 showing off its massive turbo. He also begins a rather risque sticker showcase. I'm not gay, but 20 quid is 20 quid. We have this FTO with the pink front end and love hearts on the rear lights next to a very small turquoise bike. And the FTO is parked next to another FTO. This one's rear wheel drive. They call it the Supra, and it's actually very different, but you know, similarities, same but different. I'll check it out. The pink on the front with the pink wheels on the rear, the white on the rear with the white wheels on the front. Very colour coordinated. Oh, I didn't notice the R34 GTR. Well, there it is. Now, does she want to be seen or not? Because if she wants camouflage, she's going about it the wrong way. That's a very visible camouflage wrap. Pink, blue, black, grey and white. Wow, noises. Loads of bicycles running the strip. Next up we have the little pink box with seat belts to keep the doors from flapping open too much, or maybe for keeping children from climbing in onto their quilted leather interior. Just duck underneath here. We have a pink love heart steering wheel. That would take some getting used to. There is the yellow 370Z with the purple and colour flip, almost oil-coloured details next to the R33 GTR. And a lot of titanium tips you can definitely notice on this S14. Look, there's one of these R33 LMs. This one in particular with its carbon bonnet part next to another R33 GTR, white on white. I'm a fan of the spec. And a Stormtrooper Celica with a body kit with a mental RX-7 behind it. Let's have a look at that. So the R32 is showing off its dyno readouts and everyone is very interested, but I'm checking out these two RX-7s, including this very modified one. This has the Red Bull branding down the side. And talking of liveries, we have a Gas Monkey Garage Nissan GTR R35 and this wide body yellow GT86 that we saw a lot last year. Great to see it once again. One of my favourites, if not my favourite GT86 in the UK car scene. The owner of this MR2 managed to own a Japanese car before he was 30, so well done to him. It's very yellow. He is flaunting his air filter today. We have a Prelude, a box that had food on it, a Subaru, and a white Toyota Chaser. We've got the Evo next to the Subaru, arch rivals. The Subaru has gold wheels. The Evo has like a greeny gold wheel. We got this Subaru badged up as Ronin with some JDM graphics and vinyls down the side of it. Japanese on the wing mirror. We got an RX-7 next to it, posed for the photo shoot with the wheels turned at an angle. There is a 350Z. This one looks pretty clean. And this Glanza, which has the bravest colour choice, much like that R33. I know that one to sound really nice, but yes, the bravest colour choice for its details, wheels, hoses, brace bars, and even cap hanging from the rear view mirror. And then another liveried car, Monster on the Subaru, and a couple of Mr. 2s, both showing off their engines. Let's have a look. So you see, normally when the bonnet is up or rear flap, they have something to show off. So this particular MR2 is showing off its red details. We've got the R33 with the white wheels. That Honda's looking pretty cool next to the Lexus LS400, the Mitsubishi GTO, the Honda Type Rs as well. Oh, there we go. Another JZX 100 Toyota Chaser. That one's like an olive brown with a large spoiler on the back, and he's leaving early. That's the trouble of me arriving late. He's already left. Oh, golden R33. Then we have the Boss next to the wide-body Nissan S15 and a very nicely sat Nissan 300ZX. Oh, the RX-7 is getting ready to go down the strip. We've got a 350Z Roadster looking pretty nice. This one in dark blue rather than my standard blue example with tinted rear lights. And the exhaust on the rear looking like a pair of spread legs. Oh, there's an orange 370Z leaving, and a lady who would match the starlet we saw earlier. Ooh, she's getting a selfie with the girl on the side of the Mitsubishi GTO. I might do the same. So here's my new best friend. I'm going to call her Michelle. I'm sure she's called something else, but we are noticing her. Engine, Supra. Now I think this section is the competitors that are going up the strip. Some of them are really serious, turning up with vans that they've rented for the day. We could do a bit of van spotting if we really wanted, but no, the Subaru takes my fancy more with the golden Subaru details down the side and the tyre lighting, and a matte grey Nissan S14. Oh, that looks sounding pretty serious. Now, despite the mismatching boot doors and presumably bonnet, this Mark 1 Escort looks really clean, and the fact that it's only got one seat suggests it's probably competing today as well as its sticky boys on the rear. Now I need to be careful of how I pronounce this, because he could be called BJ Champion, or he could be the BJ Champion. I don't know. Praise the Ford. I say he, it could be a she. She could be called Betty Jane Champion, or it might be something else. It almost looks like a college student's got lost and accidentally plonked some slicks on the front of his Corsa. The car looks standard other than those. This pretty much defines Sleeper. You can't really see inside, but it's as standard as it could be. But the number plate is another clue as well. Now we have met up with the next show and shine section. There's a whole bunch of R33s there and a few cars that are getting ready to go on the strip, including this chap. I want to see him competing today. That would be fun. He is acing the drift. We've got white, grey, maroon and cherry red as the Evo pops some big flames. So as the R32 passes through, let's start along this lineup. We have Subarus, even a Toyota Aygo. This one in particular has very brave details in the form of the pink details on the hubcaps of its wheels. Unfortunately, this little car has been abused daily. If you've been affected by any of the topics discussed in this video, please write to us at igoesinneed@hotmail.com, because I go too slow. Noisy. Oh look, there's someone else who matches the starlet from earlier. I suppose we're going to start seeing more and more of these GR Yaris's at these Japanese shows. It's the first one I've seen as a Jap-specific show. We've got this wide-body MX-5 with its itsy-bitsy turbo on display next to his friend with another turbo on display and a Bayside Blue R34 GTT. There is a Jaguar XF over there that was revving, which is all very well, but this is a JapShow and they're British. It's also satin red, but used to be blue, as you can see. We've got another yellow 370Z. This one has some kind of turquoise toy on the dashboard. Don't know who that is. There she is. And next, a red section with the S2000, the Mark V Supra, and the Italian Ferrari 488 Spider. And next to this 350Z Roadster is a very extreme Toyota Chaser JZX 100, pretty mean with the custom bonnet as well. The arches have width and the bumper has holes and the pipe has blue. Oh look, another Toyota Chaser next to a German Chaser. We have another white Nissan Skyline R34 GTR next to the turquoise Honda matching me. And then we have a trio of exclusive JDM cars, the very clean S14 next to this really nice Honda CRX. He is next to the PS13 in blue. Oh, identity crisis alert, the MX-5 thinks it's an AE86. And his mate is flying a flag. I can't really see what the flag says. It's something Japanese. And his mate has a trip hazard on the rear. The duck is flying high today. And I can tell you, his vents definitely do vent. We've got this blue MX-5 trying to look angry, but no evil teeth can destroy the face of pure innocence, happiness, and joy. And here is a display of what could happen when you let your imagination run wild. Taking a look at this Civic's carbon front end, the large cooler on the front, the large turbo with the exhaust sticking out of the bonnet, the slicks, the wide arches, and the parachute on the back. I would not be surprised if we saw this competing later today. There is an olive green 350Z. Nice to see different colours on display here today, including the yellow engine on the red Civic, the Evo, the R33 GTR in midnight purple as well, showing off the large unit just there. Oh, this sounds pretty nice. And you know what? This is one of my unsuspecting fondnesses of the day. I quite like this Aygo. As well as this Subaru in the lineup of Subarus with the yellow Brembos and yellow mudguards as well. Scooby-Doo is on his dashboard. It looks pretty extreme. I was about to joke about the fact that the back box and the rear bumper bar are probably for sale rather than fallen off, but actually, they are genuinely for sale. 30 quid and 40 quid in front of the Honda. Oh hello, this Toyota Sora tickles my fancy with its custom front bumper, the large splitter, the tyre lighting, large colour-coded spoiler on the rear as well. This looks really nice. Oh look, side pipes. And a demonic Toyota badge sticker on the rear with its diffuser as well. Oh. There's the orange R32 we saw earlier. He got a sub 10-second time at 152 miles an hour. We have the chromed orangey gold wheels on this Subaru and a very vocal Mr. 2. Oh, he's done a pop-up headlight delete on the MX-5. And this little chap thinks he's Lightning McQueen, and we have a chance for some art. Are you ready? This could be the thumbnail. Here it is. That is art. Well, there it is, the hero of the hour, running a sub 10-second time at Santa Pod. He is passing by quite a few more tasty machines. We've got the Toyota Chaser behind the Neon Girl. This is one of the wildest chasers in this country. I've seen it quite a few times before. He's with the M4 and the R33 GTR. Whilst this M4 isn't Japanese, it is the only top-mounted single-turbo conversion M4 in the whole country. I don't know how many in the world there may be the only one in the world, but there's only 2 single-turbo converted M4s in the country in total. The other one's bottom-mounted, but this one looks pretty nice, purple with the pink details too. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be allowed to go down the strip today because it's not Japanese, but that'd be insane to watch. And he is next to a midnight purple R32 who has swapped out one of its headlights in favour for some cooling. Likewise with this one, and it's clear to see why. And we also have this R34 GTR with 620 brake horsepower at the wheels. That doesn't make sense, and it should be wheel horsepower, not brake. But anyway, 620 horsepower, R34 next to the EP3. Oh look, there's a Mustang trying to destroy us and a Supra with a split splitter. It sounds like a popping RX-8 in the background. I'm sure he will quieten himself. There we go. And over here is a very wild Spoon Sports S2000. There's quite a few S2000s here today. Great to see the variety of them. He has several spoilers on the rear and some custom rear lights and a very wide bumper, looking like he's got a couple of jawbreakers in its cheeks. There we go. Apparently this R35 has taken me. It's news to me. Oh look, 350Z. I like the bumper on this one. It really defines the wide arches of the 350Z because of course the 350Z have naturally wide bulbous arches from standard, and then people put rocket bunny kits on them to make them even more wide, but they're actually kind of quite wide as they are. In fact, well, this one's a little bit wider than normal, as you can see, so it's not a good example to describe the stock width. Oh, someone's revving down there. Let's see what we can see. Right, we are reaching the final set of display cars with another white chaser because everyone loves a white chaser. As the Subaru rolls by, I think we're having a lunch break from the track, grab an ice cream and then watch some more content. There is the colour flip Subaru and another Subaru with a GoPro mounted. He's capturing the track day content for the day. There's a GT86 next to the Subaru with a large Canon exhaust on the rear, the Integra DC5 and the green wheels on the Mitsubishi Colt. Very brave. And a turquoise wide body Subaru, once again matching my attire for the day. That was a drift from the Subaru. A speedy boy. Oh, talking of brave green wheels, the Subaru's even braver. Is this a modified Mitsubishi iMeave? I believe it is. We next have this Mitsubishi Lancer with a white bonnet, a splitter on the front and a bit of a sticker showcase. He's kind of fast, he's locally hated and he wants nudes. It's a financial mistake, he can't see through the haters, but he loves pizza. And there were some stripes down the side. It's all good though, he's a petrol head. And check out this little duo of MX-5s. We've got the grey Mark 1 next to a lovely candy pink wide-bodied Mark 2 MX-5 with the spoiler on the back. I think they're getting the track ready for the afternoon session just beyond this green Celica, number 12. Hiya, says the RX-7. This chap has pooped. Oh, someone's gone to town with the paintbrush. Well, I can get behind that. But now for the bit that you've probably all been mostly waiting for, to see some of the cars out on the drag strip. We have the maroon Toyota Chaser, who is a couple of cars back. Hopefully I can work my way around. I might have to run to capture the Chaser, go up the strip, because they are going in quite quick succession. Well, here we go. We have the R32, presumably against the Chaser. Japanese. Well, the Subaru is going to try and show him what Japan has to offer. I'm thinking this Focus is a bit of a sleeper. The Civic's missing a headlight, that also suggests sleeperage. But we now have Fiesta v Fiesta. Loud Fiestas too. Oh no. So the Corsa is versus an RX-7. And now we have, to end the day, the Orange 32 with the single turbo M4. That sounds incredible. Oh, he's got a lead. Well, we heard it earlier. There goes the M4. And permission to say on that bombshell, I think that is pretty much it from Santa Pod. So I'm going to head over to some of the cars in the campsite, see what else is there, and then head home. Oh look, so as the show and shine winners have been announced, cars have started to leave the show. So there's a few cars around in the campsite. M3, yeah. We've got the white GTR. I haven't actually seen a lot of Nissan R35 GTRs today. Normally there's like a big clique of them, a big selection, a big lineup, but no. The camouflaged, isn't so camouflaged car is parked up next to the colour flip chameleon van. Oh, that's rude. But I am absolutely knackered from today. Oh, I've been on the ball for the last couple of weeks, providing content, so I think I might head home a little bit early. Drag racing still going ahead, all good fun to watch. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Go follow me on Instagram for the updates and highlights of these meets that I go to and all the photos that I take whilst I'm at them, so you can keep an eye out from where I am and what's on. But for now, thanks for watching.